just touched the world. It understandably got a bit lost in the aftermath of that day, 9/11. It is the emblematic story, however, of a generous spirit of our neighbors to the north and the best that we can all be. At first glance, it seems an unlikely subject for a Broadway show. The chaos in the skies in the hours after the 9/11 attacks and the safe harbor found by thousands of travelers in the town of Gander in Newfoundland. When you heard about what happened in Gander and then you said, I can make a musical out of this, how many people came to you and said, have you lost your mind?
You have to tell the story with music. Music's in the DNA of Newfoundland, but that's what inspired us.
During the Vancouver Olympics, I had the privilege of sharing that story with viewers on both sides of the border.
56 minutes after the North Tower is struck, an unprecedented decision has been made. Every non-military plane must land immediately.
We got our area near 113. Where do we go to? The area near 113 center and negative. We must now land at Gander. Turn right heading 320.
With almost no warning, Gander's vast tarmac was filled with dozens of airplanes. Oz Fudge is Gander's chief constable.
I'm looking at this and I'm saying, holy God, if there's 200 people on each one of these planes and we're going to get 40 or 50 planes, that's an awful lot of people.
In Gander alone, 38 airplanes, 7,000 stranded passengers and crew, and a small town of less than 10,000, all with open arms. Mayor Claude Elliott knew that his people would rise to the occasion.
It's just like helping people. The limelight is not something we're accustomed to, but making people happy is, and trying to please them. I think the greatest need for the 5 days of love. They needed love and compassion.
The most emotional thing, certainly for me and my crew, we got off the airplane at 7 o'clock in the morning, so I knew then they had been up all night preparing this food, and we just couldn't believe it.
The bonds that formed during those remarkable days between the Ganderites and those who, as the show's title suggests, came from away, have endured, and now play out on the stage every night. Canadian husband and wife writing team Irene Sankoff and David Hine were in New York at the time of 9/11.
There was a sense of kindness that happened. It's one of the reasons we talk about it as a 9/12 musical rather than a 9/11 musical.
This story is a good reminder that we are all actually good, and at the heart of us, we do want to look out for one another.
And the citizens of Gander who welcome the world are now themselves the toasts of the town. But they're really not sure what all this fuss is about.
We do not consider ourselves heroes. The real heroes of our society was the men and women that went into the World Trade Center to try to save lives, the firefighters, the police officers, the paramedics.
One thing, I have hundreds of wonderful friends that I didn't have before 9/11.
And can you dance as well as the person who plays you on the stage?
Not in your life.
I think you can vouch for that. You've seen her dance.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau attended last night's performance, and he invited some special guests, including First Daughter Ivanka Trump. You hope that she'll invite her father to come see the play.
I think so. I think one of the challenges that I've had over the past few months, and one of the responsibilities of any Canadian Prime Minister, is highlighting just how close the relationship is between Canada and the United States. And I think this story encapsulates so much what we've shared through great times and also through extraordinarily tragic times.
Yes, it was a great story. I had heard that story
to this day. You know, when we ran it in Vancouver, I've never had a story, quite honestly, not one, that lit up both countries as much as that one did. And I continue to hear from it. And every performance ends with a romping, stomping, standing O from everybody who sees it.
And I love how the director said, we have to tell the story with music. It makes sense.
I know.
But it was important for you to tell it when you told it, because you're exactly right. We were all so caught up in the events and the immediate aftermath of 9/11 that all we knew was that all these planes had gone somewhere. And we really never stopped to think what was happening to those people and what those people at Gander were providing.
And you see it on stage and through the characters about how they change as a result of landing there. And they have a scholarship fund that they've established for students from Gander. They still are in touch. There's a couple that fell in love in 3 days, got married. They go back a lot. So we need to hear those stories from time to time, and especially right now, I think, Matt.
We really do. We appreciate
I'm
that.
gonna bring it to her.
Happy to see you again as a mom.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Coming up, we've got Carson over in the Orange Room with a special guest.
Yes, we do.